Hello, good evening, everyone, and welcome to Barquisimeto, Venezuela. It's the final day of the 2016 FIBA Americas League for men's clubs. It's the Final Four, the Super Four. And we'll be starting things off here with a game between Flamengo and Mogi das Cruzes of Brazil. And that will be for third place, followed by the grand event, Bauru taking on Guaros de Lara. Bauru, the defending champions, taking on a Guaros side that has been mighty impressive. They are the hosts of this Super Four, this Final Four. Flamengo, of course, won the title 2 years ago, and they hosted last year, were upset in the semifinals, and here they came this year, and they were in great shape last night, up 17 points, but they basically collapsed in the fourth quarter, missed a lot of free throws, and they ended up losing right at the end of the game. It was a real heartbreaking result, and you can only imagine how difficult it can be to lift yourself after that type of result. Jose Neto and Flamengo is not a shortage of talent in the team. They had all the talent in the world, but basketball is a 40-minute game, and you've got to play all 40 minutes, and they did not play. They played basically very well for about 30 minutes and just kind of fell away in the fourth quarter. So it's always better to leave a tournament on the back of a win, and I'm sure that's what their coach will be telling him. And this Mogi team has also got all the incentive in the world to go out and win this game tonight. They also played Guaros really tough last night from start to finish, but in the end they just did not have quite enough to win that game and to get into the title clash. But they are a lot of fun to watch. So I think that really with these two Brazilian teams, an all Brazilian affair, we're going to have a good game to watch tonight. Well, when you look at Flamengo, really the one thing that kind of jumps out at you is, for the most part, you have a lot of Brazil internationals. They have Ronald Ramon of the Dominican Republic, but, you know, pretty much most of these guys have worn the Brazil shirt during their time, and they are a team that clearly has a lot of talent and ability, and they still have a lot to play for this season. Obviously, they're going to go out and try to win the Brazilian title, and they would like to leave this event on the back of a win, as we said, but so would their opponents tonight, Mogi das Cruzes, and you can see that the players, they all know each other well. They've run into each other. A lot of them probably know each other really well. In fact, growing up together, playing the game as youths, and now they're playing at the professional level. Who wouldn't want to play professional basketball for a living? That's these guys. They'll be able to put the disappointment from yesterday behind them and come out and play some basketball today. No need to feel sorry for the guys playing for third place. And referees for this game will be Fabrizio Vito of Argentina, Julio Anaya of Panama, and Puerto Rico's Gesed Diaz. Well, you look at the roster of Mogi, and it's Larry Taylor, obviously a terrific talent. Guilherme Philippine, Jimmy Oliveira came up and made some big plays yesterday. Wagner Matos was active. Shamel Stallworth, obviously, is the signature name in this team, and Lucas Mariano as well. And Tyrone Cornell. Tyrone Cornell came up really big yesterday at important times, but his contributions weren't quite enough for this team to get into the final. And Padovani, the coach, starting five. Padovani goes with Taylor, Philippin, Wagner Matos, Stallworth, and Lucas Mariano. Larry Taylor, in fact, talking about Brazil internationals, Larry Taylor is one who does play for Brazil's national team and very important player in that team, as well as this one for Danilo Padovani, the coach. So for Flamengo, talented roster as well, coached by Jose Neto. The captain, Marcelinho, really didn't have much to do yesterday. Wasn't having a big impact. Rafa Luz, number 5. I mentioned Ramon Marquinhos, wasn't really at his best yesterday for Flamengo. You have Luz, Marquinhos, Olivinha played quite well yesterday. Robinson and Jerome Mayence, 2 Americans. Mayence probably was for me, if he wasn't the best player, he was certainly one of the top 2 or 3 players in the lineup last night. He was outstanding. And there's Jose Neto, quite clearly has the hangover after the defeat. You want to get out and play as quickly as you can and try to get the bad taste of defeat out of your mouth. There's Shamel Stallworth looking at his numbers. Not surprisingly, he puts up a lot of shots, so he averages a lot of points. But he has the ability to really create, and he will do that putting the ball on the deck and going to the basket. He will do that by putting the ball on the deck and then hitting a step-back shot. He does a little bit of everything, Shamel Stallworth. So Flamengo know all about Shamel Stallworth. It's interesting that Brazil really has produced clubs that have done very well in this competition of late. The last 3 years have been winners from Brazil. Pinheiros, when Shamel Stallworth was their star player, they won it in 2013. Flamengo, as I mentioned, won it in 2014, and Bauru, who are back in the final, the other Brazilian team that have won it in the last 3 years. Brasilia, Unitheo Brasilia, they won it back in the 2008-2009 FIBA Americas League campaign. Argentina clubs have also won this competition on 3 occasions. Twice Peñarol, when they were coached by Sergio Hernandez, the Argentina national team coach. And the Regatas Corrientes also won this league in 2010-2011. Mexico had a team win it in 2012, Pioneros de Quintana Roo. And Pioneros were the team that upset Flamengo last year in the semifinals, and they got to the final and then lost to Bauru. So Shamel Stallworth was the MVP of the FIBA Americas League, the Final Four back in 2013, and Marcelinho Machado was the MVP in 2014, and Alex Garcia was it in 2015, and they're all playing in the league this year. In fact, we're going to see them all tonight. Shamel Stallworth going up against Marcelinho in this game. Marcelinho will be coming off the bench. Well, good evening, everyone. Welcome to Barquisimeto, Venezuela. It's the battle for third place in the FIBA Americas League. This competition started back in January. Here we are in March, and everything's going to be finally done and dusted after tonight. Jerome Mayence gets inside and misses one. So now we get a look at Larry Taylor being guarded by Luth. A couple of, as I mentioned, Brazil internationals. They know each other well. Philippin. And the offensive rebound and put back. So Wagner Matos gets Mogi das Cruzes on the board. Luth puts the ball on the deck, gets inside, and loses control, kind of falls over. And Shamil Stallworth helps him up. Taylor, bounce pass on the low block, and Lucas Mariano gets his first basket. And Jason Robinson lifted his elbow there. He's got to be careful now. Marquinhos hits the three and draws the foul. So Philippine hits Marquinhos on the release, and Padovani shakes his head in disagreement. Watch this. Marquinhos. And that's a good call. Good call by the referee. Saw the hand come down on the right elbow of Marquinhos on the follow through, and he has the rare 4-point play. Mariano puts up a three. Marquinhos passes up ahead to Mayence, and he goes up and draws the foul. So Mayence makes the first free throw. Seemed to struggle somewhat in the semifinal round a couple of weeks ago, but he's been very good this weekend. He was good yesterday, and he's had a good start tonight. Shamil Stallworth gets inside, puts it up and in, and out rather, and the outlet pass goes to Luth. Robinson over to Marquinhos. Marquinhos keeps pouring in the points. He's got 7. Philippine gets inside, and Oliveira reaches in and fouls him. Steps out of bounds. Here's Mayence, puts up another jumper, and boy, he is really clicking right now, folks. They should give him a touch every time down the floor. Mariano goes up, and Mance with the rebound. And quickly, Robinson passes back out to Olivinha, and he drills a three, and that is going to bring a timeout from Padovani. So bright start here for Flamengo. And Padovani is going to make a couple of changes. So Larry Taylor brings it back up for the team in Y. Mogi das Cruzes attacking Flamengo. And Paulo Prestes has gone inside, going into the game, replacing Mariano, but then he passes it off of the hands of Larry Taylor. Marquinhos, little crossover, gets inside, puts it up and misses. And at the free throw line, it's Wagner Matos. And now a block called on Wagner. Three-point attempt, and Prestes taps it over to Larry Taylor. Prestes didn't get many minutes last night, but he gets the call early on tonight. And this time the penetration from Taylor, he thought his teammate was going to pop out. He says, my mistake. Larry, yeah, we know that was your mistake. So Victor guarding Luth. Now Marquinhos left open again. And Mance with the rebound. It's always surprising to me to see how a player like Marquinhos can come out and hit a couple of three-pointers. And then he's just left wide open. But he didn't capitalize that time. Nevertheless, Mance is at the at the line shooting 2 free throws. So Mayes continues his excellent play so far on the offensive end. Philippin bounce pass to Presti, and Presti goes up and in. I think that's obviously why he's gone into the game. They want to get something going inside. And Olivinha thought he maybe traveled, but he makes the left-handed layup. The hold and the push. Oliveira's come into the game. Up, and Prestes gets it and goes up for the dunk. And now a turnover. And that was a very sloppy play by Flamengo. And suddenly their lead is cut to just 6 points. Olivinha gets inside but travels. And the ball goes out of bounds. It'll still be Mogi das Cruzes ball. Now Paulo Prestes gets inside, and the foul before the shot. Cornell's bounce pass to Larry Taylor, and Taylor missed with the reverse layup, but Prestes was there for the offensive rebound and putback. Well, it was an inspired substitution without question, because Prestes, Paulo's gone in and scored 6 quick points and has a chance to go to 7. He does not take advantage. João Paulo Bautista's in the game. He passes over to Olivinha. That's off to the right. 2:50 remaining in the quarter. Taylor gets it over to Victor. Oliveira, and he throws up an air ball. An offensive foul called against Gege, the point guard, and Victor's come in and caused some problems. Larry Taylor. Pass inside to Marquinhos, and he traveled. Coming up on the 2-minute mark now in the opening quarter, and Prestes didn't really get any type of position there, but Victor tried to feed him the ball. Now Gege. Batista. Over to Marquinhos. Now Batista turns. And Prestes blocks Batista. Cornell gets inside, puts it up, and earns the trip to the free throw line. Here's Cornell, knows to go straight in. And Robinson had no option but to foul. Ronald Ramon has come in now. And Cornell misses with the first. There's the captain. Marcelinho's in the game now. And Cornell makes the second, so number 88 is going to retire to the sideline. Gerson's coming into the game, the backup power forward. Over to Olivinha, wide open. Batista rebounds it. Over to Marcelinho. And Mogi has a chance now to tie it with a 3 or cut it to 1. Gerson at the line. Good. Nice soft touch from him. Marcelinho puts it up off the back of the rim. Gerson with the rebound with 30 seconds to go now in the first quarter. And offensive foul turns it back over to Flamengo. Final 9 seconds. Gege passes over to Marcelinho in the corner. And Marcelinho misses. A little bit of time here for Philippin. He puts it up and misses everything. So that is the end of the opening quarter. And it was dire straits there for a while for Mogi das Cruzes, but they've come back against the Flamengo team that has had its struggles. Flamengo still lead it 18-17. So you can see Mogi with 8 of 13 inside the arc. They are really having their way with Flamengo down low. And Flamengo, not surprisingly, putting up a lot of threes. They hit them early on, but they've missed a lot. And Mogi also out rebounding Flamengo 13-9. Marquinhos had that fast start, including that 4-point play. He's got 7 points to lead all scorers. And Prestes, Paulo Prestes, has come off the bench, and you can see he's led the way for Mogi. So the start of the second quarter, Larry Taylor gets inside, is short. Mineiro in the game as well for Flamengo. Now Marcelinho feeds it inside to Batista. Pump fake. He has like 2 or 3 pump fakes, and then he draws the foul. Batista makes the second. So 19-17, Flamengo on top. Wraparound pass. Marcelinho comes up with the interception. Gege brings it forward. Puts up a 3, and Taylor with the rebound. Pass, the drive rather, and the tip from Prestes. He remains active. Now Ramon, and Taylor brings it back for Mogi. They've tied it, and now they can take the lead. Turnover into the hands of Mineiro. Back to Marcelinho, wide open, and passes up the shot, turns it over. So inauspicious beginning here for Marcelinho, and Taylor takes it all the way down the lane. Well, this is pretty much what we've seen from Flamengo the last couple of days. They got into a big lead and then really just kind of lost their way, lost their focus, their energy, their decision making, and here they are trailing, and they had a big lead. Now they have to raise it again, and shot clock violation. Ishmael Stallworth getting ready to come back into the game. And the pass inside to Garrison, and Mogi just keep chipping away and pouring in the points, and got a 4-point lead, and you don't really see the sense of urgency over there on the bench of Flamengo. Well, it can be tough raising yourself, as we said at the beginning of the broadcast, to come out and play at that level after having a collapse like they had yesterday. But look at that, they've outscored Flamengo 15-1 since that mark, and it just doesn't look like it's getting any better at this stage. Flamengo need a spark, and they need it in a big way. Batista gets inside, puts it up and misses. And foul on Ramon. The ball goes out of bounds, but the foul's going to be called on Mineiro. Ishmael Stallworth takes his shot, falls down. Now he takes it right back, puts it up and misses. And the follow, and Mariano comes back in, plays a little bit better. Gets it up to 25-19. fouls called. And Batista takes his seat. Mance back in the game. And there you go. The buzzer sounds and it turns it over. And Flamengo's problems continue. And good strong move inside from Shamel Stallworth. Now the lead is 8. Boy, this is proving to be quite a run for Padovani's team. Ramon dishes to Mayence, and finally something positive happens for Flamengo. Shamel gets inside, back out. And the shot, no good. Now Luth. Over to Ramon. It's good. And Raul Ramon, so 5 quick points. And finally, a little bit of a momentum shifter going the way of Flamengo. Seven consecutive threes have gone awry for Mogi das Cruzes. Shamel gets inside, puts it up and in. So Shamel Stallworth, 6 points, starting to heat up. Ramon hands it off to Mineiro. Now Marquinhos puts the ball on the deck, puts it in, off the glass as well. You see the tremendous amount of skill that Marquinhos has. When he's in the flow, he's really tough attacking the basket and also hitting those threes. When you go out and guard him, he's got that ability to blow past you. Into the corner, Oliveira hands it off to Prestes. Did he get off in time? Yes, he did, and it's 2 free throws. Prestige misses the second. Walker's out of bounds. 3:43 remaining, and Robinson's coming back into the game. Rafaluth goes out. Robinson, good, right off the bench. Well, you can't beat that. Makes the coach look smart for putting him in, but whoa, what a shot that was from Oliveira. High off the glass. Now Marquinhos spins, gets in the lane, passes to Mayence. He gets it back outside to Olivinha, left wide open. It was short. Gosh. And a good hustle from Olivinha. Chamel passes outside to Victor. And he just kind of fools, looks off the defense, and puts it up and in, back to a 5-point lead. Olivinha. Look at the three-point shooting. 0 of 7 for Mogi de las Cruzes. If they'd hit some threes, they'd be possibly up double digits or more. Well, they certainly wouldn't be up triple digits, but you get the drift. They could be up at least by 10, 15 points. So the foul, Robinson. And Chamel Starworth misses the first free throw. And he's a look of exasperation. So 35-29 coming up on the 2-minute mark here in the first half. And Mayens just loses the ball. And that basket from Wagner Matos takes it back to an 8-point lead and brings a timeout from Flamengo. The rebounding, points off rebounds in favor of Mogi das Cruzes. Also the points and the turnovers off points. home with the three-pointer. 37-32. Schmel gets inside, puts it up. Just kind of floated in. Put it up off the glass. He's got 11. And Mayence getting inside. Ball goes out of bounds, back over to Mogi. And Padovani applauds his team. 11 turnovers for Flamengo now. Larry Taylor. Final 38 seconds to get it to Prestes, and he's been effective. He gets it over to Chamel, and Chamel Stallworth misses. Now Marcelinho stops, gets it off the rim, and Prestes, and now Mogi will try to hold it for one shot. Stallworth gets it over to Victor in the right corner. Marcelinho with a little bit of time. He puts it up and misses everything. He may have had enough time to get it to Olivinha. Nevertheless, Mogi will go to the changing rooms on top at halftime over Flamengo here in the battle for third place in the FIBA Americas League. (39-32), Mogi on top of Flamengo. Well, those are the numbers of Marquinhos tonight. He's got 9 points. He had the 4-point play, but Flamengo trailing at halftime right now against Mogi das Cruzes in this all-Brazilian affair. And Shamel Stallworth, he's got 9 points, and those are his numbers. And of course, he has the capacity to put up a lot of points very quickly. And it really depends. It's going to boil down to who wants this more. It's the third-place game. Both of these teams coming off the disappointment of their semifinal defeats yesterday. And it really now will depend on who wants it more. It's as simple as that. Pride is at stake. And you never really want to lose. You know, you don't want to lose on your last day of a tournament. You'd like to leave a tournament with a win. So there is some incentive to go out and get this victory for both of these teams. Well, welcome back to Barquisimeto, Venezuela. The second half is underway. White and Flamengo with Ronald Ramon. And now a foul called out on the perimeter. So Prestes picks up his third foul. He's a pivot, and he's been a pivotal figure in this game, coming off the bench and giving a spark to the team. Ramon puts up a three. That's good. So that's a good start for Flamengo. Now Philippin, who's been very quiet, gets inside, is blocked, and it goes out of bounds. That's what happens when you go amongst the trees. And Philippin, and that right there, folks, is what will drive you absolutely crazy as a coach. Padovani, frankly speaking, if I were him, I would pull him out of the game. He was complaining about the call, about not getting a call at the other end. And while he was complaining, Marquinhos ran down the floor, called a pass, and Philippin thought he could recover and fouled him and puts him at the line for a potential three-point play. And Marquinhos does indeed get it. So very poor. And now Philippin owes his coach one if he's going to leave him in the game. Philippin gets it inside, back out to Victor. Now to Prestes. And nice soft touch from Prestes. Marquinhos again gets inside, and he did the hard work, and then he just had to lay it up and in, and he was short. Wagner falling away, misses. So not a good start to the second half here for Mogi. And on the baseline, Mayence, Jerome Mayence makes another one. Robinson helps up Shamel Stallworth. So Robinson picked up that foul. Shamel gets inside, puts it up and in. You hear the drums beating in the background, the Guaros fans piling into the arena, getting ready for the main event, the title game of the FIBA Americas League. So we have a delay in the third place game. Referee is trying to talk to Padovani. It seems to be something to do with the clock or the lighting, something about the basket. They're pointing up there. Okay, so the ball is inbound. No, they're both working there now, so I'm not sure what the problem is. Olivini hands it off to Ronald Ramon. Good defense from Victor, but the foul is called on the young man. Robinson misses. Now Chamel gets inside, gets it over to Philippin on the left, and his three is off target. Philippin's bounce pass at the feet of Chamel. Couldn't corral it. Now Marquinhos gets in, puts it up and in. Marquinhos is owning that matchup right now. Philippines going to try to get something back. And thankfully for him, Chamel Stallworth is his teammate because he followed him in there and tipped it up and in. Now Marquinhos quickly to the other end. Forced it a little bit. Wagner Matos, though, played good defense. Philippines drives in, puts it up, and a foul called, but before the shot. Foul on Olivina. Gege into the game. Alley-oop pass. And well, the recipient of that pass, Mariano, wasn't able to catch it. There's the grand prize for tonight. So medals will be awarded as well as the trophy. And we seem to have another delay. I don't know what the problem is, but let's hope they get it sorted out quickly. There's another look at the Liga de las Americas medals and the trophy that'll go to the winner of tonight's game between Guaros de Lara and Bauru. Remember, Venezuela's hoping their team will get the title tonight. It won't be a national team, but there are national team players playing for Guaros. And Bauru, meanwhile, are the defending champions, so it's not going to be an easy feat. It's going to be a difficult game to win for Guaros, as you would expect and even hope in terms of the prestige of the competition. Now, Mogi threatening to go back in front by Light. Ball goes inside to Mariano. And Mariano is fouled. Mariano makes the first. Misses the second. Ramon puts it up. And Chamel comes away with it. Passes over into the corner. Oliveira. Larry Taylor with the rebound. Gets it inside to Wagner Matos, and he misses. Olivinha, the rebound. Gets it over to Gege. It should be somebody open, and Mogi races down and commits the foul to stop the break. Marcelinho back in the game, puts it up, and a foul, so the captain will go to the line. Well, one of the greats, really, for Brazil, I would suggest. I mean, he had a long national team career that he wrapped up in 2014 after helping Brazil get into the quarterfinals. And he'd actually already retired from international basketball, but he played so well that season, Marcelinho, including getting the MVP honors in the FIBA Americas League. That Ruben Magnano told him he'd like to have him in the team, and he came back, and everything went well until Brazil got to the quarterfinals, and they ran into a hot Serbia and were blown out in that game. Chamel Stallworth hits it to Mariano, and Mayans with the rebound. Marcelinho on target. We've got a tie game. Now Taylor, he launches a three, and the ball goes out of bounds over to the Rio de Janeiro outfit, Flamengo. Well, Mogi just can't buy a basket from long range. They're 0 for 13. Meanwhile, 8 3-pointers for Flamengo. Marcelinho puts up another one. It's good. Back-to-back for Marcelinho. Well, he wasn't at the races in the first half, but he certainly is here. He's now got 7 points in the second half. Oliveira comes out of the game. Now Chamel puts it up and buries a three, knots it back at 49. You can see he's got the bit between the teeth now, 16 points. Olivinha gets in, puts it up, and draws the foul. Earns a trip to the line. Just took a little bit of contact with the body, and that was enough to get the foul called on his opponent. Olivinha well short with that attempt. And misses both. Mayans went up for the rebound. Olivinha ended up getting it back and draws another foul and earns another trip to the line. Well, Olivinha's gone to the free throw line and missed 3 consecutive, and you can see it's unsettling him. And he missed again, but Mayans gets the rebound. Now Marcelinho puts up a 3 and he misses. And Mariano with the rebound gives it over to Victor. Flamengo with those 4 misses now shooting. They've dropped from 80% to 57%. Shamel Stallworth drives, misses, but Gerson there for the rebound and put back. Offensive foul called. Is it on Olivinha? So he's had a difficult minute, to put it mildly, Olivinha. See the second effort points there for Mogi das Cruzes. Mariano puts up a 3, finally, the 3-pointer. Marcelinho, another 3, misses. Now the advantage seems to be going back for Mogi das Cruzes. Pass inside to Gerson, left open. He goes up for the two-handed rim rocker. So 2 3-pointers now for Mogi. You know they're going to make them eventually. And we've got some substitutions for Flamengo as Jose Neto. His team went up by 3. They were up 49-46, and now they're trailing because of a 10-0 run. And remember, it was Shamel Stallworth that kind of stopped the rot, and now a shot clock violation against Flamengo, and they're just out of sorts. Mariano quick with the 3. Minero left open. He buries it. And Victor goes right past Luth, hands it off inside to Mariano, and a three-point play opportunity. Well, Victor has done well. He went right past Luth. So we're here at the end of the third quarter. Mariano hustles out of bounds, and the hustle gets the ball back to his team for the final seconds of this quarter. Stallworth doesn't mess around. He puts up a three and misses. Marcelinho has a little bit of time. He gets rid of it and gets the backboard, but that's it. So Flamengo came out, played well for probably 6.5, 7 minutes of the third quarter, but then they kind of lost their way again. And as the Guaros fans start to dance and get ready, Mogi hope they can come back out over the next 10 minutes and put this thing away. 58-52, they lead Flamengo. Fourth quarter underway, and a turnover quickly. Gets it back over to Flamengo. Oh, saw Minero hit a three. He needs to get himself open over there in the corner. He might get another chance. There he is on the wing, give and go. And Batista travels. And the back pass from Victor over to Gerson. Now Victor, it's been very influential. Quick pass back over to Shamel Stallworth, and Stallworth buries a three, so they didn't fall early on, but they have fallen late. Now the ball knocked out of the hands of Marcelinho. He nevertheless is able to draw the foul on Gerson. So trailing by 9, Marcelinho goes to the line. Marcelinho misses the first. Taylor misses. Now Luth with the rebound. And Luth's pass picked off. And Luth commits the foul. Not been one of his better games tonight. Stallworth going right at Robinson. And a foul called on Robinson. So Robinson has to come out of the game. Marquinhos comes back in. 15-4 run for Mogi since the 3:32 mark remaining, and foul for Robinson was number 4. Victor drives in, misses, and Batista hustles down the ball, gets it over to Marquinhos. Marcelinho watches the defense run past, puts up a 3, misses. Now Shamel Stallworth. Marcelinho tried to get the foul. And Shamel kind of tormenting the opponents right now. Falou takes a seat. Ramon back in the game. Well, the pass over to Larry Taylor. Larry James Taylor misses. And another chance for Flamengo to cut into that 8-point deficit. Monero gets in. And the ball batted out of bounds, and it goes back over to Flamengo. Marcelinho gets in the lane. Batista ends up with it and puts it up and in. Well, he hasn't had many opportunities, Batista, tonight, but he finally gets one there and scores to make it 61-55. Just his second and third points of the game. Now the pass to Mariano, and he dunks it home. Marcelinho back to Monero, bounce pass to Batista. He finds Marquinhos wide open. And Batista does a good job of batting it out to Marcelinho. Marquinhos again, this time drives in and draws the contact and earns a trip to the line. Marquinhos makes the first. Mariano misses from three-point range, and Batista goes up for the board. He's really asserting himself here in the fourth quarter. They tried to get it to Batista, but didn't have good position. Nero also picks up his fourth foul. Mariano into the corner to Shamel Stallworth, coming up on the midway point of the final quarter. Mariano puts up another three, bricks that one off the back of the rim, and also clanged off the backboard. Now Marcelinho drives in, thought he was going to get some contact, threw it up. A little bit out of control for Marcelinho. Now under 5 minutes. Oh, that is a dagger. Larry Taylor with the three takes it back to a 9-point game. So the timeout has been taken. Mogi on top by 9, and Flamengo in dire need of points and stops. Minero for three, just what the doctor ordered. Minero, he's carrying the 4 fouls, but he goes out and hits his second 3 of the night. 11 threes now for Flamengo. Philippin back into the game, number 11 for Mogi. Taylor, we just saw him hit 1 3. He puts up another one. Garrison knocks it out of bounds, and it goes back over to Flamengo. The rebounding totals there. Marquinhos gets inside, puts it up, misses Batista there for the follow. Oh, he missed it, but he gets it back. Marquinhos for 3. And Minero, now suddenly the man that's providing the points, the spark for Flamengo, scores with the offensive rebound and putback. Well, still some work to do here for Mogi. Mariano. And the follow from Garrison. Now an offensive foul called. And we're going to have a substitution. And that was on, I think that was on, I thought it was on Minero. Well, Batista's come out of the game. So Batista has fouled out. No, Batista's not fouled out. At least on my stats, he was the only one with 4. No, Robinson had the 4 fouls as well. It must have been on Robinson. He was in the game. Anyway. So it was indeed on Robinson, so he picks up his 5th. He's out of the game now. Stallworth picks up his foul. And there's still a chance for Flamengo. Plenty of time. Trailing by 6. 2:16 remaining. Flamengo have 17 turnovers. 10 now for Mogi. Mayence goes up for the two-handed rim rocker and draws the foul. Well, he's got some explosiveness in those legs. Look at this. And you got to have the upper body as well to hold off the defense to be able to jam that home. So Mayes converts the three-point play. And it's only a 3-point game. I'd be surprised if this man doesn't take the next shot. Well, it's going to be Mariano. And Mariano turns it over. Flamengo can tie with a 3. And they're going to get one from Marcelinho. And I'm kind of surprised. I would have gone back to Mayence. He just scored down low. But instead, Flamengo went for the potential game tying option, and they missed. Oh, Mariano is really camping out there behind the arc. And that 3 takes the lead back up to 6. And with 1:15 remaining, Flamengo have called timeout. Don't forget, this is the battle for third place between Flamengo and Mogi das Cruzes, an all-Brazilian affair. And coming up after this will be the title game of the FIBA Americas League, the Liga de las Americas. And that'll be between defending champions Bauru and the hosts of this Final Four, Guaros de Lara. And it is going to be a humdinger of the game. That's my prediction. A lot of noise. A lot of emotion, just what you want in a championship. The pass goes inside, and the foul called on Shamel Stallworth. Great find, a little bit of pain though for Mineiro, and it remains to be seen if he's going to be able to take his free throws, because he's didn't seem to be anything that Shamel did. Could be that he's aggravated an injury, but he is at the line now. Makes just one of two, but he ends up getting it back. And now he puts up a three and misses, and Mayence, another offensive rebound. And this time the three-pointer falls for Marcelinho, and it ended up being a 4-point trip down the floor. 71-69. Mogi still have some work to do on both ends of the floor. Shamel Stallworth spins, puts it up, uses the glass, and now Flamengo with a chance to tie it or take the lead. I'd be surprised if they didn't go for a three here. They're going to give it to him. Well, they may not give him a three. And Mayence takes it, goes all the way in, misses the shot. And the rebound. Well, Mayence has been so good tonight. And when they really need that basket, he didn't make it. That's often the way it goes. Guy plays well all night and then is going to be remembered for the shot that he didn't make. Mayence has 13 points, 6 rebounds. Well, now he's missed the first attempt, Larry Taylor, so that leaves the door open. So that takes it to a 3-point game. Now, often we'll see a team like Mogi foul Flamengo instead of allowing them to take a potential game-tying three-pointer. $16 points for Marquinhos, leads the way for Flamengo. See the points in the paint, just complete domination by Mogi, 48-16. And there's your foul trouble for Mogi. Gerson with 4 fouls. Robinson's already gone, and Minero has 4 as well as Luth, but Luth isn't in the game. So I think what's going to happen is I think they're going to get a 3-pointer. I think they may, in fact, if they can get a quick 2, get the 2 and then foul. That might be the better bet. They just put up so many threes, it's hard to believe they wouldn't try one here. See if they give it right back. Oh, Ramon. And sure enough, they commit the foul, so they don't want to give up the 3-point attempt. They may have taken it, though, too soon. You can see Marquinhos, he went over to the referee and said, after the free throw, after the inbounds, we're going to go for the steal, and if we don't get it, we're going to foul. And then he told his teammates the exact same thing. But if the referee knows that you're going to foul, you know, he might be thinking unsportsmanlike. So you have to be careful. Make sure you go for the ball. So that gets it to 1. And I don't disagree with that strategy. The only thing that I don't like about it is I think they fouled too soon. 8.8 seconds, because now they're going to get fouled. And if they make just 1, whatever, I mean, Flamengo is still going to have a chance, you know, a good 7 seconds, at least I would guess, to get the ball back down the court and attempt to win the game. Well, remember, these two teams lost close semifinals last night. Mogi really gave Guaros all they wanted to face last night. They just didn't have quite enough fuel in the tank to see that game out, and also the crowd was loud, and you had to give Guaros credit. Meanwhile, Flamengo just utterly collapsed. They shot themselves in the foot time and time again in the fourth quarter and blew a game that really they should have won. They should have beaten Bauru. So here they are battling out for third place. Look for the quick foul if they don't get the steal. And they do it indeed. Mayence, they foul Larry James Taylor, who has a chance now to take it back up to a 3-point lead. This is what you have to be able to do if you're going to go to the strategy to foul to prevent the 3-point attempt. You've got to be able to make your free throws, and he gets the first one to fall. But the second one does not fall. He's got to get rid of it, though. Mayence, there's not much time. Minero puts up a 3. Oh! And Mogi holds on. Minero, it looked almost like there was a foul there on Minero. And those two good friends hug each other. Jose Neto and the coach of Mogi das Cruzes, Danilo Padovani. And Mogi das Cruzes finished third with the 73-71 win over Flamengo. This defeat will not be as bitter for Flamengo clearly as last night's, but they will leave the Super Four, the Final Four, on the back of a loss. And at least Mogi das Cruzes can hold their heads up a little bit higher with the victory. There you see the quarter-by-quarter scoring. It was 73-71. Mogi das Cruzes winning it over Flamengo.
Invitamos a la cancha luego de este bonito evento en nuestra afición, para que se invitamos al señor Rodolfo Carraro, vicepresidente comercial desde FIBA, al señor José Carmelo Cortés, presidente de la Federación Venezolana de Baloncesto, y al señor Cruzes, presidente de Amazon. Bien, llamamos de nuevo a la cancha al ganador de este compromiso, equipo que ocupará o que ocupa ya el tercer lugar en este Final Four de la Liga de las Américas 2016. Llamamos al equipo Mogi las Cruzes. Fuerte aplauso nuevamente para quienes hoy ocupan el tercer lugar. La edición de la Liga de las Américas para el Perú, y siguiente versión del 2016. Procedemos ahora a la entrega de las medallas. Equipo Mogi las Cruzes. Convidamos a nuestros tres invitados, al señor Rodolfo Carraro, a quien pedimos un aplauso, al señor José Carmelo Cortés, y al señor Cruzes, autoridades. Nuestro baloncesto de ellos van a entregar las medallas al equipo Mogi las Cruzes.
Well, the third position medals being awarded to Mogi das Cruzes and Carmelo Cortés, the president of the Venezuelan Basketball Federation there, doing the honors of handing them out. On the right. And you see Rodolfo Carrano also, Vice President Comercial y Negocios. So they've done a good job here staging this event, and that just makes the occasion that little bit sweeter for Mogi das Cruzes, getting a medal to hang around their necks when they go home. And also they'll have the third place trophy to raise. And Philippine holds up the trophy. Not the one they wanted to hold up. They wanted to hold up the title trophy, but that'll come later.
Bienvenidos